It's good morning. Not good morning. I'll just check it. Okay. For me, good morning. For you, good afternoon. Okay. So this is new style. Social media is trending. Na, I'm going to create trend setting now. No blazer. Today onwards, as it is, as it like I will come. As it is, I will commit. Nothing. Na, I'm not acting movies. Just something giving subject. That's all. We'll see. After we'll go to somewhere. That time we'll wear blazers, everything will wear. Now not required. I am just small ordinary person. Common man. Common man is should be like this. You should be like this. Okay. I mentioned morning one mail and my family is suffering due to mumps. All kids are like their mumps coming. Something. It's okay. My goddess is there. No, I put already. My goddess I tagged and I put. So what today topic is guide to public limited companies PLCs. You should know it. You should know it because examples I am taking Tesco, Vodafone Group, EasyJet, Barclays PLC, AstraZeneca PLC, Sainsbury PLC, Marks and Spencer Group PLC, Rolls Royce Holding PLC. These are all big multinational companies. I'm exploring ANJI for ANJI, nothing now. He can easily understand, he can easily explain you also. So now what we are going to cover and now we are going to cover guide. Guide means how to set up, how to work, how it is set up is there, how working will be there. We are going to cover each and every point in and out of public limited companies. See, in India, our companies end with what as limited LTD, but in UK I am going to cover now, not India. Don't troll me. This is UK. PLCs end with PLC maybe. I never worked, but as per subject, I am just preparing and explaining from Google only. Nothing rocket science. Just educating people. Okay, how public limited companies have been set up in UK, United Kingdom. See, public limited companies account for 4% of limited business in the UK. 4% it seems business. And as SMEs expand and mature, decision transform to public and private limited company is often made to gain access to extra capital, which comes from the ability to sell shares and public via stock exchange, such as London Stock Exchange. See, private limited companies only going to become public limited. Why? Because they want to extra generate capital and they are like converting all private limited companies also converting to public limited. That's all. At where? At London Exchange. London Exchange it seems. See, ANJI exploring London Exchange also. Indian Exchange, London Exchange, UK, USA Exchange, all exchanges it going to explore now. If you run established organization, so we'll cover soon, otherwise 14 minutes. If you run established organization and are thinking about going public, it's vital to clue yourself up with upon the nuances of public listed business. Join us very explore everything you need to know about public limited companies, including the characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, setting up of your initial public offer, IPO and ownership. IPO means so they're telling that you should know about it seems IPO process everything before you invest in this company. You start this business. So what is public limited company? Again definition. Public limited company is the business that is legally allowed to sell its shares to the public. I'm telling na shares, selling public here and there. Oh, Google also selling here and there na, and they are having multiple businesses, big companies. So public limited company is a business that is legally allowed to sell its shares to the public, similar to the private limited company, LTD, like India. The member of the PLC have limited liability. Limited liability it seems they are not having more liabilities. They are not responsible for the company debts. Company debts also they are not responsible unless they have given personal guarantees on any business loan. Unless they have signed any KYC given from their side, they should be liable. Otherwise, there is no liability. liability. Each individual liability is limited to the values of shares they hold. Each individual liability means like how much shares they are having, based on that only it will be liability. Because how many shares, if you purchase lakhs of shares, your liability will be more. Now once shares will get fell down, so based on your shares your liability will be there. If it is more shares, you will get more income. If you less shares, you will get less income. But risk also same, opposite, contra, vice versa. So the future of public limited company. What is the future of futures of the public limited company? That is like what is objectives, what is characteristics. See, let us explore some more of the keys characteristics of PLCs. PLCs can sell share to the public via stock exchange. See, I'm not going everything covering, just whatever possible. 15 minutes I'll go and cover everything. So PLCs can sell shares to the public via stock exchange. This type of organization collects shares capital through the shares to the members of shareholders of company. See, they collect share capital through shares. They're selling to like public through IPO. The company must have issued share capital at least $50,000 euros and sold 25% value of the shares to its prior registration. Before registration only they have to sold 25% of share value of the shares, it seems. Otherwise they cannot be able to register prior to registration. Like LTDs, member of PLCs have limited liability. Companies rest, they are only responsible for the value of their shares or any personal guarantees made against loans. I already covered before this point. PLC, we are distinct legal entities that is separated from their members. They must have at least 2 directors compared to just 1 for LTDs, limiteds. Like India, they must have 2 directors, it seems. So PLCs at least need two shareholders at least to register. PLCs means public limited company. PLC means public limited company. And one more point, characteristics. These are all features. A PLC must have company secretary, ICSA qualification, CSA should be there, CS company secretary should be there. Public limited company examples I am giving now. See, there are around 1 lakh different PLCs currently operating in UK. 1 lakh PLCs is there, means you see UK is how much big country. Oh God. So I want to go to UK now. Different PLCs currently operating in the UK. Some of the most well-known and profitable examples, including now I am giving AstraZeneca PLC, Barclays. AstraZeneca means you know. See, this company last time they generated some COVID vaccine, Covaxin and all from this company only. Barclays PLC, see, this is all coming by general knowledge. Barclays PLC, Cineworld Group PLC, EasyJet PLC, something airplane company. GlaxoSmithKline PLC, Jason Barry PLC, Marks Spencer Group PLC, Rolls-Royce Car Holdings PLC, Rolls-Royce Car, and Royal Mail PLC, Tesco Company, Tesco, it is in Vaidehi, it is there. Tesco Company, Vodafone Group PLC. You will notice that all of these organizations have designation PLC with ending name PLC. It should be there. I never worked, but I come to know. So now I can explore this company all balance sheet, everything I can explore. Nothing. I'll just download annual reports. I will compare it. That's all. So that's all. Who can buy shares in a public limited company? Who can eligible to buy public limited company shares? Once shares in PLC, public limited company, have been quoted on a stock exchange like Indian Stock Exchange. Anyone able to buy them, anyone can purchase them. This is one of the critical downside of public listed firms. It can result in loss of control over a company. We will look at this one more closely below. So advantages, disadvantages. I will just not required. Advantages, disadvantages not required this much. I just give, but I will just read headings. Okay. Raising investment to reduce it. Risk, develop new networks and businesses. See, I can explain also this one now. Don't underestimate me. But as far as time concerned, I am not able to explain this all points. Developing new networks and business links, easier access to loans and other forms of business, brand awareness and prestige, increased quotation and requirements, potential loss of control, and greater need for transparency, stock market vulnerable to takeovers. These all points should be advantages and disadvantages for setting up of these companies. That's all. How to set up public limited company. If you becoming public limited company, it seems like a correct route for your business. Then you all want to know more about setting one of the section outlines registration process your initial public offering through. I will go through. It will happen. The registration process. I will go through now. Another 5 minutes time is there. Before you can begin a process of the setting up a PLC, before you starting the registration of company, organization must fulfill specific criteria. See, I am explaining setting up a process. It must have at least two shareholders and directors. 25% of must shares have been issued to the public. I already mentioned first earlier when we started this video. Amounting minimum share capital of 50,000 euros. I mean, if you think that it is maybe 5 crores, I don't know, 5 crores or 50 crores. We need to calculate it. It must have employee ICSI, one secretary should be there. Company to register business PLC, you will need gather together following information. That's all. Nothing, not required. This much enough. Accounting requirements, responsibilities, who owns limited company. This and all is nothing. Okay, accounting requirements and responsibilities will go and study. See, there are number of requirements and responsibilities that come with the setting up of PLCs. PLCs is private limited company. We center around its accounting. All PLCs must have their accounted audited unless exempt. Exempt only means they have to accounts audit. They no need to do auditing not required. It seems. And file these companies house once a year, then first account must be submitted within 18 months of incorporation compared to 21 months of private companies. So they have to account and submit auditing reports, it seems, before 18 months only. But if you think about India, they are maybe submitting 21 months after that, maybe. See, I'm comparing here and there, but I will explore Indian companies also, don't worry. And send an annual return to company's house and updating them on the changing directors and shareholders. Annual return, they have to send it to company's house and updating them on changes. Every time shareholders and company directors, they should update, keep on update about the company position and matters, annual returns, everything. Otherwise, it is problem for their survival. Inform HMRC of taxable profits by submitting company tax return within 6 months of the end of the financial year. Then pay any corporation tax that owed each year. This is nothing. They have to file what time period of time they're giving. They should file tax returns, it seems. Otherwise, they may not be able to survive. This is all like you see. You can think about. You can work on UK also now. After we can read, publish the full details of current profits, financial position, tax responsibility to the members of public via annual statutory accounts. That means annual reports. Every time they have to share tax liabilities, current profits, financial position. They need to share to the public through via statutory annual reports. Like that's all. I invite shareholders all annual general meeting, AGM meeting. They have to invite it seems all which accounts and dividends are being discussed. Dividends and accounts have been discussed. Dividends, how much they have to dividend and all they have to pay for shares, right? So ensure that company directors complete a self-assessment tax return on yearly basis. They have to company directors also they have to be complete assessment tax return on a yearly basis. It seems it is worth nothing that government is much harsher with PLCs than private companies when clear dealing in failure fulfill their responsibility. For example, fines of the late filing accounts are usually 4 to 5 times higher for publicly listed firms. See, government are charging more amount fine, it seems, if they are not properly filing returns and all everything. So who owns public limited company? PLCs are run by board of directors, and their shareholders who own them. Ownership of the organization split between all of members who owns shares. Each member of degree of control over the company operations dictated by proportion of company shares they hold. This is all. This is about bottom line. Nothing. Just to we discuss about Tesco company. You can think about why they company, Tesco company is there. Na? I am just explaining about Tesco company. You can think that. Nothing. I cannot put copy mark anything. I'm just education purpose. I'm just taking Google and explaining education purpose. Nobody can trouble me. God is with me. Okay, this is what about public limited company. But Indian companies difference is there. I will study Indian companies also. I will get back to you. Meantime, you watch this video and enjoy it. This is ANJI, power of common man. Okay, bye bye, tata, bye. This is ANJI signing off from Jordan.